Hello and welcome back to Harold Road in the Loft with me, JB. No wig today, no messing around. This is a quick bonus video for you. This is all to do with this noisey Cavalex Class 60 that I bought from Rails of Sheffield, and I reviewed it on Sunday, posted it on Sunday night, and the thing was making a horrible, horrific buzzing noise and also a rumbling noise as well. Many of you got in contact with me to say, please get in contact with Cavalex, and they will sort it out. So what I did on Monday is I sent just a speculative email to Cavalex, expecting a reply from, you know, someone who works for Cavalex. Within 45 minutes of my inquiry saying that my model was making a buzzing noise and indeed a rumbling noise, I was first contacted by Cav, and I was then also contacted by Alex. Basically, Cavalex, Cav and Alex. The two guys who actually run Cavalex took the time to actually contact me via email to say that they were very disheartened that the model was making a buzzing noise. Asked me to describe it. I told them to go and look on the latest YouTube channel. They watched it, and they concluded that the model was broken. And in the afternoon, I was called on WhatsApp by Cav and Alex, and we had a conference call. Bearing in mind these guys have got 101 things to do, but they were horrified that this model that I bought from Rails of Sheffield was making this horrible noise, and also there was a piece missing on the front, the dummy snowplow, which I wasn't really worried about, to be fair with you. So they came to the conclusion that they would send out another model, and I cannot fault this customer service. I work in customer service myself, and you know, and I set my bar high when it comes to customer satisfaction. But to be actually not only called by the guys, constant emails as well. They were a bit concerned about my review. I'm going to apologise firstly on two items. One is there is a roof hatch that actually does come away to get to the DCC interface. I said there wasn't. I also said there was no relief behind one of the grills. That's how it is. I should know this because I used to work as ground staff on the railway. So and a shunter as well. So I should, and I've driven a Class 60 as well. I should know these things. The problem was I filmed certain sections out of sync, and it all was put together and edited. There was a piece I couldn't put on camera when I first took it out of the box and tried it, and it was making that buzzing noise. I didn't put that in the video. Watching the video back, you can hear it in my voice that I'm very disappointed. But I did the first run test, and then yeah, the editing was bad. I'm not disappointed at all with this model that was sent from Rails of Sheffield. In fact, I probably could have lived with it. But the fact that Cav and Alex have sent not only a replacement model, they've also sent me the bits for the modification to stop it making the rumbling noise and indeed possibly the buzzing noise. So they've sent that as well. I was called yesterday by Alex, and who told me that he was going to post the replacement model special delivery. This was at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, by the way, and it arrived today. So we are going to, he's assured me that they were concerned that what the loco was buzzing, possibly because it was DCC, and they've had some problems with a couple of DCC models. And we all know about the rumbling noise, and they've issued a statement. Anyone who has a problem with their locomotive can get in contact with Cavalex, and they will send you either the I've lost it now, either the modification, which is some different wheels and a keeper plates, but they are, I've never come across customer service like it. So as I say, firstly, my apologies to both of you guys for my inaccuracy of your model. We are now going to have a look at the replacement model. I'm going to test it. Alex has tested it on a Gauge Master controller. I have a Gauge Master DC controller. So we're going to unbox it. We're going to test it now live here at Harold Road. Fingers crossed. We're going to go for this now. I've lost my doofus. So I don't even know what I've done with it. I put it down somewhere. So I'm going to have to do, oh, there it is. I'm going to have to do another quick look at the model, and then we're going to test it live here at Harold Road. Yeah, so let's do a proper review this time. Right, so here we are at the very, very busy workbench. Now, the other day, someone actually sent me a message saying, do you work in utter filth? I don't work in utter filth. I'm just a very busy person when it comes to my modelling. And as you can see, the workbench is a very busy area. And I literally have all the tools I need. And this is the area that I work in. It doesn't, I know it looks messy, but I know exactly what's going on there. And then I'll just pan up and you can actually see Harold Road in its entirety. If you've never seen it before, I know this is a Cavalex special here, but if you've never seen it before, there you go. There's Harold Road in its entirety. There's models everywhere. Yeah, it's quite a busy place. And if I pan round, you can see Harold Road Station. There you go. That's the layout and the workbench. We're not here to look at the layout. We're here to look at this replacement Cavalex Class 6010. Right, this has come from Alex, special delivery. They were that concerned about customer service, they've sent the replacement. So let me just undo it. So remove the sellotape, remove the outer packaging. We're not going to mess around today. We're not going to do any vacuum drop or foam sniffing or anything like that. Just going to get rid of that there. And so we'll just have a look and see what I've been sent as a replacement. Lovely box as normal, as you know. And one thing I do love about the Cavalex boxes is they're quite robust, very robust. You know, there's not a lot of information on there, but there's enough information on there for you to know what's in there. I'm just going to put that on the floor. There we go. So we are obviously, this is the thing I should have read to start with, but I didn't. I kind of went the wrong way. So you do get a nice thick booklet with your model, and I like the fact it's all orange as well. And as we've been through all this before, there's your introduction to the Class 60. And then you got your contents. This is what we should have done a proper review instead of messing around and trying to get things done really quickly. You've got your general information, history, locomotive data, the Cavalex model, introduction, model features, the range, model information, box contents, fitting, the alternative buffer beams. Now we know that's great because they're magnetic, aren't they? And I was blown away by the fact that those buffer beams literally just held on by magnets. Removing the body, we did that. Running in your model, fitting a DCC decoder, sound upgrade kit. This is all for DCC, which I don't obviously run DCC, and this is what Cav and Alex were telling me about. They kind of produce their models really for the digital world. So people like me, like old dinosaurs, they don't really, well, they are catering for us. But obviously, let's face it, we're moving forward, and I'm not. Fitting a driver and selector man, fitting blinds, dip switches, and lighting. And then you've got your general information about rail freight sector. You've got the information of when they were built, development of the Class 60, general information about the real thing. General information carries on, doesn't it? General information again, your data. Obviously, you've got your general information, locomotive drawings. Then you've got your model features of the Cavalex model. We haven't run it yet, so hopefully it'll be absolutely fine. And Alex has said it's fine, so I've got to trust the man. There's a general release of all the locomotives you can actually get. Some of these are still available from Browse of Sheffield or other model shops. Definitely you can get 6010, and you've got 6010 with DB Schenker branding. The Coolast Rail one, as I know, is available. The Kapar is available, and I'm sure the GB is available, and the steel on steel. Yeah, and then you've got your fitting your alternative buffer beams. We know about that, magnetic. And literally, you just lift them off and plop them back on again. Fitting your NEM coupling, which I will be doing to one of mine. removing the body. 4 clips, we went through that before, and that just comes off. I did find a little bit of a job to get the body back on again, but might have been me. Fitting a DCC decoder, there's the roof hatch that I should have looked at. It's where the exhaust silencer is. That comes off so you can get access to the DCC bit. I didn't see that. Fitting your DCC decoder, fitting your upgrades, the Cavalex model super sound upgrade kit, fitting a driver and second man. You can get, I think you can get the Cruise from Model U, and then you've got fitting your blinds, and it's still going on. All the switches for your lights, etc., and lighting for the Cavalex model, and lighting, day, night, running, you know, exactly. Function lists and CVs for DCC, and then there's a driver experience there. It's pretty cool, isn't it? And it just goes on. It goes on and on and on. So we will now have a look at the model. We know about this. This is the function list and CVs for DCC. We know that. We shall remove the outer foam. No messing around with the foam. That's fine. And we are greeted with my replacement. There it is in its cradle. I do love the cradle. The cradle's superb, isn't it? Now I've got. Alex has assured me that I've got everything I need. So there is the buffer beam that you can use with your NEM coupling. That's in a bag. He's obviously checked this properly. There's your NEM couplings with your driver's blinds, and then there's another. I assume I've got detail both ends on this, because it wasn't detail both ends when I got my last model. In fact, they were in the bag. So we're going to remove it now from the box and have a look at it properly. So to remove your Cavalex Class 60 from the cradle, which is behind there, all you do is undo 2 securing bolts which holds this model securely while it's in transit. There you go, quite easily undone with a small screwdriver. And here is the piece that I forgot or omitted to mention. The fact is that exhaust silencer area here gains your access to your DCC interface. There you go. I said it didn't have a removable hatch. It does actually have a removable hatch, and it's simply just clipped in by magnets. There you go. I have to put that right because I said it didn't have it. So here we have it on the bench. We've been through this before. Stunning detail. You can clearly see inside that cab there is brilliant detail. The horns are fantastic as well. I love those horns on that. And doesn't it look really good now you've got the detailed front end on there? Yeah. I'm loving this even more now. And you can clearly see quite through that cooler group there. If I move that forward, there you go. Have a look at that. You can see right through. Superb detailing. I love the bogie detailing, and all this tampo printing for all this as well. Compressor battery boxes, all there, lovely. And I love those little fire extinguishers and the BIS switch. Oh, cool, very cool indeed. So I'm just going to stick it on the weathering turntable again, and then we'll just spin it round and have a 360 before we do the run test on it. So we saw it on Sunday. This is the replacement. Just going to do a quick spin to make sure everything's okay. And everything is okay. Look at that. Every inch of Class 60. Yeah. I'm very impressed with how this looks, to be fair with you. And there you go. I said there was no relief. There is. There is. That was just my disappointment, that's all, when I did the run test. And looking through there, look at that. I love all this intricate brake work on these bogies here. Fantastic. I am actually looking forward to weathering this, to be fair with you. I am going to have it hauling some ballast wagons. There you go. There's a good look at the replacement. Absolutely spot on in every way. Just give it one more quick spin, and then we'll get it on the track, and we'll do the run test, and then we'll just wrap the video up after that. Hopefully there'll be no problems with it and it will run fine. So let's do that now. Right, so it's moment of truth for 60010. It's on the track. I have not tested it as yet. We're doing this now. Nervous is the word. So let's do it. Let's just get on with it. I've been assured by Alex that it runs. So let's just turn the dial. I feel like a royalty cutting a ribbon here. Hopefully there'll be no buzzing noise. Hopefully there'll be no rumbling noise. So here we go. A little bit of power. And we'll go the other way. Wow. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's insane. There's no buzzing. There's no rumbling. I'm hardly turning the dial. Look at this. It is actually moving. That has to be the slowest crawling locomotive I've ever seen. But my track obviously is very clean. It's been cleaned with a track rubber, and it's had some inox MX5 on there, so it's extremely clean. But that is actually crawling. Look at that. You can see that's actually moving, and I've only just turned the dial. There you go, a little bit more. Oh, the click click click. Whoa, my God. Someone actually said to me on the YouTube channel, if you get your locomotive back or it gets repaired, you'll fall in love with it. And I think I've just now fallen in love with this locomotive. I mean, I thought my Acura Scale 31105 was nice, but honestly, that is superb. I'm just going to set a shot up of it running down the back straights and then see how that looks. Well, my mind is simply blown away by this. I know Mark Horsley said you will love your model once it's sorted out. Yeah, I've said it before. I said it a little while ago, but that is just stunning. What a stunning model for the price. Yeah, a bit lost for words, to be fair with you. But that's that done. That's that sorted out. Let's just do a quick summary to camera. What can I say? That model is absolutely stunning. Okay. Now we know that there is issues with some of your Cavalex Class 60. Some of you have got them in collections and you haven't tested them yet. I would personally go and test your model. If there is an issue, there is a repair kit available for you to sort out any rumbling or any buzzing noise. It's quite a simple fix. You just remove the old base keeper, replace the front bogie wheel set, and on each end, as far as I'm aware, and these are blue, so you know you've changed them, and then you fit the new base keeper. That will stop your Cavalex Class 60 from rumbling and indeed buzzing. The one that I've got here, which is faulty, will probably go back to Cavalex. I said I would test it at the weekend, but I'm doing it now. I'm getting out of the way now. As I said, if you have got an issue with your Class 60 Cavalex, don't just leave it. These guys, Cav and Alex, they will sort your issue personally. I wasn't expecting that, but they did it. They contacted me so quickly. They called me. All they were concerned about is that I bought a model and it was faulty, and all they wanted me to do was to play trains. And now I can. In fact, I'm so in love with this model now, I'm probably going to bump it to the top of the list for weathering, because I really want it. Runs. I've never seen a loco crawl like that. Never, ever. And I've seen some crawling locos. So we're going to leave that now. Thank you so much, Cav and Alex. My apology for the poor review last time. Hope you understand. I was a little bit disappointed because it was making that noise. Okay. But we're going to take that. We're going to forget all about it. I'm happy. I'm sure you're happy as well that you've got a satisfied customer, and the many that follow Harold Road will now see that you guys are 100% for customer satisfaction, and you will sort any issues out. So that's that done. Last piece to camera. I noticed that Iron Horse Railways Craig was talking about people who do reviews, and they're in it, you know, some of it in it for a little bit of remuneration and a little bit of feedback. Harold Road will never be like that. Okay, I'm friends with Cavalex, Acura Scale. Who else am I in bed with? Rusty Rails, Model U. They all contact me and say, can you do something for us, or whichever, you know, which I'm happy to do. I've never ever taken any money, and I've never ever want any remuneration for the things I do. When I review a model, it's a model that I buy, and I just think that you guys, if the model is available and you want to buy that model, you can quickly look at one of my reviews, silly as they are, but you can see the model, what it looks like, etc. I'm not here to make money. I'm here to make people laugh, and indeed see the new models when I buy them. The next model I may buy is going to be a Cavalex Class 88. So, you know, if you want one of those, I'll do another review on it if I buy it. I'm thinking about it. My son wants me to buy it. I'm thinking about it. Harking back to Cavalex, these Class 60s are still available from Rails of Sheffield. I think other retailers may have them as well. And for the money, it's just insane. Insanely fantastic, really. So that's it. This was just a one-off, just to put things right. The fact we've got a replacement model, it's been sorted out. Cavalex have done 100% superb customer satisfaction. And I'm going to leave it there. We'll see you soon here at Harold Road, when we'll be back to some form of normality, you know, messing around and all that. And that'll be in a couple of weeks' time. I've cleaned all the track up as well. So we're going to be doing a running session. You just did a little running session of the new 60 going up and down, just making sure all my signals work as well. Until next time, here at Harold Road, it's goodbye from me. Goodbye from Dennis with he's had his hair done as well. So until next time, take care. Bye-bye.